Hi there, hello. Welcome to another episode of A to Z of Consciousness. I am Anchal Bedi, a certified Theta healer and an Access Consciousness practitioner, and I'm happy to be here today with all of you. Today is a very fun, interesting topic, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for this conversation to happen about manipulation. We are finally here. Another wonderful day, another wonderful Wednesday, and back to our episode of A to Z of Consciousness. Today we're at the letter M. We're talking about manipulation, and we're going to talk about conscious manipulation because our conversations are about consciousness. So, can manipulation be a space of consciousness? Up till now, we have all believed that manipulation is evil, manipulation is terrible, manipulation is something which is only done by the bad guys. And why am I talking about manipulation when we're talking about consciousness? What's the match here? So be ready to melt your rigid points of view. Be ready to change your perception. And one of the greatest things about consciousness is to allow people to change, their perspective, allow people to melt away and release all of that rigidity that they live with, all of the rigid definitions that they have about things. And right now, I'm going to break that big rigid point of view that you have been living with about manipulation being wrong, manipulation being evil. We were programmed, I think, by our entire education system, by our parents when we were growing up that okay, manipulation is something which is bad, it is horrible, it is terrible, don't ever do it. Even if you have to be manipulated, that's still all right, but just don't manipulate anyone. Manipulation is seen as a crime, manipulation is seen as a thing, a tactic that the villains do in movies. Aren't we so influenced by media also? We only see that in movies and in TV shows that the bad guys come, they manipulate you and they extract money out of you. Or probably they manipulate you and they take away the good girl along with them. So manipulation is seen as this unethical tactic of taking away someone's ease, joy, pleasure, their fun, and doing everything for your own personal pleasure at the cost of someone else. That is what manipulation has been seen as up till now, and I'm going to break that point of view for you with total ease, with total conscious manipulation, and look how I do it. So, what if I told you that manipulation has nothing to do with stealing away anybody's joy? Manipulation is only about creating more joy. Manipulation is only about creating a greater reality for yourself and for others. Manipulation is all about creating a greater future for this entire planet. And I'm going to explain this with a lot of examples. Let's start with the example of the founders of the study of access consciousness, Dr. Dane here and Gary Douglas. These two guys are mind blowing conscious manipulators, and they have been manipulating everyone with their study of access consciousness. But how do I say that they are conscious manipulators? How can I say that? Because I have been studying this for the last 6 years, and my world has shifted, baby. My world has changed. My reality has turned around into a more joyful one. So I know that they have been manipulating me with their points of view, with their study, with their thoughts, and it's just creating greater for me. And themselves, yes, they are popular, they are rich as crazy, but they are adding that much joy, ease, wealth, greatness of relationships, greatness of a fit body in everyone else's life. They are consciously manipulating, they are creating greater not only for themselves but also for everyone else who is choosing their study. That's the thing about conscious manipulation. Everyone benefits, everyone is receiving the greatness of it. It creates a win win situation. Now, a lot of you may say that, Anchal, don't call that as manipulation. That's just someone's education. Don't call education manipulation. But let me give you another example. And before that, I want to ask you, what's your definition of judgment? I did this poll on the page today where I asked people, is judgment good or bad? And half 50% of the people said that judgment is bad, and the other half said that no, judgment is good. So, our point of view is that judgment, that manipulation is, did I say judgment up till now? Sorry. So I asked people on the page today that is manipulation good or bad, and people have their own judgments. Half the people said that manipulation is awful, and the other half said manipulation is, it's okay, it's cool. So it is our judgment of the word manipulation that doesn't allow us to be conscious manipulators. Let me give you the original definition of manipulation. Manipulation is seen as a skillful manner of handling something, a skillful manner of handling a situation or a task or a conversation. That is manipulation. The other word for manipulation is influencing. So that reminds me of the great boom in the influencer industry. So now that our consumption of media has shifted from cable TV to social media to Instagram to YouTube to Netflix. Remember the time when we were only watching advertisements on TV in between our favorite shows? Now we are watching advertisements in the form of brand placement in the influencer's life, in an influencer's into a blogger's life. So there are influencers of all kinds. There are fitness influencers, there are influencers on health and nutrition, lifestyle and fashion, mental health, so many kinds of people. Are these influencers manipulators? Are they forcing us to buy a product? Are they really pushing you to do something, choose something for yourself which is not good for you? So, like I said, everything is manipulation. Like the example I gave you, that Access Consciousness is a study founded by Gary and Dane, and these guys are consciously manipulating you to choose a greater reality for yourself. Every business, every product that you are selling, that you are buying, that you are paying a price for, is a form of manipulation. And you may just completely deny that point of view, and you may say, okay, stop calling education, stop calling business, stop calling marketing strategies a form of manipulation. But then you're lying to yourself. Manipulation exists all around us. We are consumed by the energy of manipulation. It is all pervasive, it's all around us. It's just our lack of awareness that doesn't allow us to see that as manipulation. We just call it different names. We call it marketing, we call it advertisement, we call it business. Everything is just manipulation with different titles that you would like to attach to it. So like I gave you this concept, this example of influencers who are trying to sell you a product. They are doing conscious manipulation here. Why? Because they are getting richer, more popular by the minute. They are creating content that you love to watch. So they are basically benefiting themselves, getting richer, more popular, benefiting the business for which they are doing the advertisement and doing the brand placement, and they are also benefiting you because you receive information and you want to buy that product. They are creating desirability of a product or a service, right? This is an example of conscious manipulation. There is no sense of force here, there is no sense of coercion here. There is some persuasion, yes. Manipulation is influencing, manipulation is persuasion. Manipulation is not necessarily something which is evil, which is bad, which is awful. And imagine if all of us started to consciously manipulate, what would that create for us? And when I say that, when I talk about influencers, they are manipulating. Why? Because they are playing with our thoughts. They are making a product and a service look more appealing, look more desirable. They are actually creating a need that you never had. You never knew that you wanted that skincare product till you watched that influencer apply it on her own skin. You did not know that you wanted to buy that car till you saw your favorite star or favorite influencer ride that car. So it is all about creating a need, and tools of conscious manipulation are used here. So that means every business, every advertisement, everything that you read in the newspapers, all of the TV that you watch, all of social media consumption is a form of manipulation. And yes, conscious manipulation. Everything that you have ever bought and paid a price for was only done because you were consciously manipulated in that moment. Conscious manipulation is not only limited to selling a product or a service. Manipulation also exists when you're selling your point of view, when you're selling your opinion, when you're having a conversation. Every conversation is manipulation. Now imagine a conversation between two best friends, colleagues, parent children, a couple, a married couple. It is all manipulation. Why? Because when you're making conversation, either you are selling your point of view to the other person, or you are buying their point of view. So let's just allow yourself to understand one thing, that consciousness, um, that manipulation is always around you. It is, you are surrounded by manipulation, and either you are getting manipulated or you are manipulating. Which one would you rather do? My question to you is, would you rather be manipulated, or would you rather manipulate? And a lot of people would say, no, I'd rather be manipulated, because I would never manipulate. Manipulation is such a crime. I don't want to be a criminal in this reality. I will work my way around, but I will never manipulate. Well, if that's your choice, I have total allowance for that choice. I honor you for choosing that. But please be aware that you will always be manipulated. You will always be manipulated. And the truth is that nothing is ever right or wrong. You should just do what works for you. If in a particular situation manipulation is working for you, do it. If in a particular situation manipulation will create more joy, more ease, more fun, more pleasure for you, do it. But do it in a way that it also creates that much ease, joy, fun for all of the parties involved. And how do you do that? How do you really do that? You do that by asking a question. How can I consciously manipulate this situation or this person? How can I be the greatest conscious manipulator of all times? These are some questions you can ask. I find myself asking these questions at all times. Sometimes when I can't manipulate time better, when I have too many things to do in a certain day, I keep asking, how can I consciously manipulate time? How can I consciously manipulate this day so I create greater for myself? So I create greater for everyone else around me. So manipulation is not only restricted to education and marketing and business, all the bigger examples I gave you earlier. Conscious manipulation is an energy that is so versatile, it will fit into any situation of your life. You can use conscious manipulation in your relationships, in your businesses, in your daily routines, and how I will tell you later. Now, why am I focusing so much on manipulation, and why is manipulation related to consciousness? I want to give you a little link here. Manipulation is a trait that we are born with. Manipulation is something, a skill, a capacity, a greatness, a potency, a strength that we are born with. Up till now, we have believed that to be a crime. Now I'm telling you to see that in a different light. That manipulation is not a crime. It is something which is, it's your skill. You were born with that. But as and when you started to grow, the conditioning of the society told you that manipulation was bad, and you stopped using that skill. Imagine a newborn baby. Okay, newborn babies and children for that matter are the greatest conscious manipulators. When a child is born, he manipulates with his screams, with his crying, to get whatever it is that he wants. His mother, attention, playtime, whatever it is, they do it with conscious manipulation. Why is it conscious manipulation? Because the child gets what he wants, and the mother understands what is it that the child requires. How can a crying baby give a message to his mother? Just by using some tears, just by screaming out, because he is constantly manipulating the mother by giving signals that I need something. We are born with the trait of manipulation. Think of any conversation now. Think of a conversation between a teenager with his parents, and he's trying to tell his parents that, hey guys, I want to go for this Goa trip, with my friends, let me go. Now, in that conversation, either the parents will win, they will end up convincing the child that no, this is not good for you, and we don't give you permission, don't go. Or the child will end up convincing the parent that, listen, I am going no matter what you do. So, in any situation, in any conversation, manipulation is taking place. but how to create a win-win situation that both the parties win. Like the example I took about the teenager wanting to go to Goa. Either he will have to give up on his Goa plans, or the parents will have to let the child go against their wishes. There is one party that is always losing. But if you ask the question, if the child were to ask the question, or if the parent were to ask the question, how can I consciously manipulate this, or how can I be the greatest conscious manipulator of all time, the conversation will flow in a way that everybody wins. Why I give this example is because it's my own example pretty much. um, I must have been in class 8th or ninth when there was this Goa trip being planned by my school, and I really wanted to go. And I was trying my level best to convince my parents, and my parents were convincing me otherwise. They said, no, you're not going. And then my father used a trump card of conscious manipulation, and he just said, okay, if you let go of this Goa trip, I'll get you that iPod that you've been asking for. And I'm like, okay, dude, I am getting the iPod. I want that. I've been really asking for it. So anyway, none of my close friends are going. Only the guys are going. I'd rather let go of this. I'll get my iPod. That was conscious manipulation. He created greater for himself, and he created greater for me. And that's what conscious manipulation is. But I wish I knew the trick of conscious manipulation at that time. I could have had both my Goa trip and the iPod. That is why we talk about manipulation in the study of consciousness. Consciousness is not going to let you give up, sacrifice, compromise, adjust, and lose possibilities. Consciousness will allow you to have everything, to have the cake and eat it too. Yes, that is a possibility. That is a possibility that you can only actualize if you are consciously manipulating, for which all you have to do is ask a simple question. In any situation that you feel, okay, this is going to be a little tricky, I'm going to have to make this phone call which I've been dreading, or I have to make this business deal, and my clients are not acting very cool. Ask this question very subtly within yourself. How can I consciously manipulate this? How can I consciously manipulate here? How can I be the greatest conscious manipulator of all times? When you do that, the flow of words and the flow of energy works things out in a way that a win win situation will be created. You will get what you want, maybe even more, and so will the other person. Both the parties will benefit. All you have to do is use this tool. And when we're talking about iPod, I would love to take this example of Apple as a company. Okay, now Apple products are like my favorite products, but they are consciously manipulating me, because I may buy the latest mobile phone or the latest MacBook, and they will come up with a new product in the next 6 to 8 months and make my product feel obsolete. And I want it so bad, I want it so much. That is conscious manipulation. Why is it creating consciousness? Because Apple has brought to you technology that was not existent on the face of this earth. It has created a greater reality of possibilities in the form of technology for you. When you are choosing conscious manipulation, you are creating newness on this planet. You are creating possibilities, opportunities, new situations, and things that were never existent on the face of this earth. Conscious manipulation is a creator of brand new possibilities. You will become an innovator. And that's why I initially gave you the example of businesses and such big marketing companies who use this, because they are innovators. Do you want to be the innovator in your personal reality at least? Would you like to start with that? Would you like to start becoming a conscious manipulator in your relationships? Whenever you're thinking of a relationship, now think about a relationship in your life that is difficult, that is a troublesome relationship. You can't deal with that relationship with ease. Now ask, how can I consciously manipulate here that will make this relationship more joyful, more fun, more ease, more pleasurable for me and for the other person? Keep asking that question. How can my skills of conscious manipulation benefit this entire relationship? Ask that. Manipulation can be used in any way. You just have to ask a question. The right question has to be asked at the right time, and you will come up with the greatest tools of conscious manipulation. I feel my daughter, she's 2.5 years old. She is consciously manipulating at all times. She gets what she wants, and I'm also quite happy with it. And how does she do that? Why does she do that? Because she was born with the idea, with the trait of manipulation, and she doesn't have a judgment for it. Up till now, at the age of 2.5, she doesn't have a judgment for manipulation. She sees manipulation as a skill, as a trait. She gets what she wants, and as and when she grows up, maybe the society starts teaching her that manipulation is bad, and maybe she would want to give it up. That's exactly what we have done. We, as babies, were born with this trait, and because of our conditioning, programming, the media influence, we have given up the trait of conscious manipulation. So please remind yourself, empower yourself that manipulation is not wrong when it's done consciously. It will create a greater reality. Remind and empower your children that there is nothing wrong with being a conscious manipulator. A lot of people don't want to spread this information because they feel that too many people, if they start manipulating, you will be at the effect of it. And what if you start getting manipulated? No, that doesn't happen. If that was the case, I would have never ever had this conversation with you guys. I would have loved to keep that information with me and happily consciously manipulating the people around me. No, it's not like that. Conscious manipulation can be used in a way. You may be consciously manipulating me, or I may be consciously manipulating you, but it will create greater for everyone. And that's like a very subtle energy of the universe. The universe works in mysterious ways. So don't go ahead and try to analyze and compute how will that ever happen. It just will. Have that have that knowing that it just will, and go on consciously manipulating. Start your day by asking this question: how can I consciously manipulate everyone with total ease, that it creates greater for me, for them, and for the entire planet? How can I consciously manipulate everyone with total ease so that it creates greater for me, for them, and for the entire planet? Keep asking these questions, and just sense how your energies become so potent that now you can work things around in your life. Now you are running your life. Now you are running your situations the way you want it. And if not, then okay, manipulation will always catch you by the throat, because you are there. Like I said, we're always being manipulated. And the greatest way of becoming a conscious manipulator is to be aware that manipulation exists everywhere, and not typecasting manipulation as wrong or bad or horrible or an evil tactic, but looking at manipulation as a strength, as a greatness, as a possibility that can create greater. Just start using that. Start using it in all areas of your life. Use it in your business. How can I consciously manipulate my actions today? How can I consciously manipulate my clients today, that it creates greater for them, for my business, for my monetary reality? Why can't you ask this question and start turning around the your business situation? This conscious manipulation is like a magic wand. A lot of times we are not willing to take certain actions in our life because we judge them as wrong. That no, no, this is not right, or this is not appropriate, or this could be deemed as wrong. So I'd rather not do it. So instead of getting into the judgment of that, just say, how can I consciously manipulate this entire situation, that it will create greater for me, my business, my clients, and everyone, all the lives that my business touches? Why can't you frame questions that are that ridiculous and limitless, and see what shifts in your reality? And I mean, use that as a trump card. Stop looking at the wrongness of manipulation. It's just an implant, just a program that was put inside you, that manipulation is wrong, so that you could never manipulate. So the more you negatively judge manipulation, the more you will be manipulated. Let me repeat that. The more you negatively judge manipulation, the more you think manipulation is horrible, mean, it's a crime, you will be manipulated all the more. So it's all about changing your perception, and your perception changes your reality. And today, this was the talk about manipulation, and I hope you truly enjoyed it, and I hope you really will start becoming conscious manipulators. Use that technique of manipulation that you were born with without judging it to be wrong and evil. And if anybody has any question, I would love to take that up right now. And thank you so much for joining this conversation on conscious manipulation. And the, the entire focus of these talks is to allow you to be more aware of what is it that we are surrounded with. And manipulation is one energy that we are constantly surrounded with. When you become more aware of that, you create greater for yourself, because awareness, why would you live a life of anti consciousness when you have a choice of being so aware? So choose conscious manipulation, use it as a tool, use it as a tool that creates greater for you and for everyone else. And looks like we have no questions. I know this has been a topic that has caught you off guard. So please absorb this information at your own pace. It's really okay that you can't uh, look at manipulation as a strength, as a positive trait, but do it at your own pace. And I would love to. I'm gonna post this entire IGTV on the page later on, and you can watch it later. If you have any questions about anything about this topic, you can definitely message me, DM me. Somebody asks, you talked about difficult relationships. Can you give an example of a win-win situation by manipulation? Um, Example. I wanted to go for a holiday with my husband, and I knew he would say no because he is really caught up in his work. And the other day, I was actually making that phone call to him that, hey, let's go for a holiday. And I knew the answer would be no. And then I just started to ask myself this question before making the phone call, that, okay, I really want to, go. So, how can I consciously manipulate? How can I consciously manipulate him that it creates greater for me, for everyone else? And as in when I started asking this question, I made that phone call to him. It worked out so beautifully, the entire situation. He agreed to go, and the rest of my family also agreed to go. So now we're going for like a short family trip. Okay, so how does that happen? Why does that happen? From where that happens is when you choose greater, when you choose to be in a space of possibilities, you create that ripple effect. You create that ripple effect, and it touches the lives. Like I said, I repeated this, I think, 5, 7 times throughout this conversation, that when you choose to be a conscious manipulator, you create greater for you. I get to go for the holiday. You create greater for the other one. My husband's going for a holiday. And you create greater for the entire planet. Now my entire family is going for a holiday. You see, it's a ripple effect being created. And don't analyze this too much. And don't look for examples. Don't seek validation. Just use it. Just use it. Have the faith that something great will come out of it. All your entire job, your only job is to ask that simple question. Before making the phone call, I must have asked 10 times, okay, I want to go for this. So how can I consciously manipulate him? How can I consciously manipulate him? And oh God, my husband is listening to this talk, so he's going to have a major conversation with me tonight. But I'm going to consciously manipulate that too. Yay. So always use that as your strength. Don't be afraid of conscious manipulation. Ask a question and you will get great awarenesses. Your energy automatically will become the energy of a conscious manipulator. How to let go of validation? Well, validation is a completely different topic altogether. We can talk about that in V when we reach there. Please remind me if I forget. But validation has a lot to do with having a sense of insecurity about your own self. And when you can't validate your own self, when you can't acknowledge your own greatnesses, that's when you seek validation. So, validation is something which is a necessity for a lot of people. They want to be validated at all times to be able to progress in life, to be able to move forward. But ask yourself, how much can I acknowledge my own self? How much can I validate my own self today that I don't require anyone else's validation? And whoever validates me is just a bonus. Whoever validates me is just a bonus. I see validation as a bonus. Even if 10 people don't validate me today, I'm kind of cool with it. And don't expect this thing to come to you overnight. It's all right. Take your time to get out of the needs and necessities of manipulation. That is also a process of self growth, a process of having gratitude for your own self, having it's a process of having allowance for yourself. Okay, I am allowing myself to make a few errors. When you allow yourself to make errors, that's when you, I think, stop requiring validation. Okay, so try doing that. Riddhi asks, can I use conscious manipulation to have a healthy relationship with money? Yes, please. Do that at all times. Like I said, how can I just say, if you're in a business or if you're in a job or if you're taking money from your father in the form of pocket money or from your husband, whatever your source of money inflow is, just say, how can I consciously manipulate my actions so that it creates greater wealth for me? How can I consciously manipulate my own actions that it creates greater for me? What does that question even mean? I know a lot of you might be wondering that that question makes no sense. All of access consciousness makes really no sense because it is beyond your rational mind. We are talking about energies here. When you ask this question, that I want my actions to be so conscious, so manipulative, that it creates more money for me, you see how you will tap into the most potent version of you in your workspace. You will start manipulating your clients, the people who are touching your jobs, your business, your work, whatever, in such a way that it will fetch you more money. Again I said, please ask these questions in a very limitless form. So she says, can you please repeat? Okay, so the question is, how can I consciously manipulate my actions so that it fetches me more money? How can I consciously manipulate in a for example, if you're in a business where you're constantly meeting up with clients and you're earning commission with clients, I'm just giving you an example. Ask, how can I consciously manipulate my clients today that it creates more financial greatness for me and for them? And if you're just selling a product or a service to someone, just say, how can I consciously manipulate my entire market? A lot of times I say, I know it's a little strange, but how can I consciously manipulate Instagram? Okay, all of Instagram. Why I say that is, I know that's a ridiculous question, that's something so weird, but I say that because I meet a lot of people, a lot of my clients from Instagram. Okay, that's my only space of placement as of now. That's the only way I'm connecting to my people here. So I always keep asking that question, that how can I consciously manipulate all of Instagram, all of the people on Instagram, so I get more, I create more, and I give back more, I contribute more. And that's how it goes. You can use this question in any way. There is no right or wrong way to ask this question. Just keep asking in any situation. In your difficult situations, wherever you know that a conversation will be difficult, ask that question beforehand. Whenever you know that you are going wrong somewhere and you must set it right, ask, how can I consciously manipulate this situation so it creates greater? So, all of these things can change your perception, it can change your reality, it can allow you to choose more greater opportunities for yourself. And the only way of doing that is to be aware that manipulation is the brilliance of you, it's the skill of you. And don't see that as the wrongness anymore. If you want to be a conscious manipulator and if you want to add value to everyone around you, including yourself. So thank you so much. Riddhi says, I'm literally taking notes. Please don't worry about it. The entire live talk will be saved on the IGTV. Listen to it at your own pace and share it with as many people as you can. Because why keep this information to ourselves when everybody on this planet starts to consciously manipulate? Imagine what could be the existence of this planet to be like. What would this planet be like? What would the people on the planet be like? What could we create together as the greatest conscious manipulators? So don't save this information to yourself. Ask and allow everyone to use this tool, and that's amazing. So Riddhi says, I'm not working anymore, but I intend to create more abundance. Thank you so much for your help. I am so grateful for all of you. Thank you for your amazing questions. Any question asked here, I believe, adds value to everyone else around. And thank you for allowing me to speak up so freely with you guys. You guys are like an amazing lot. Always asking questions, always allowing yourself to be so curious. And thank you so much for that. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your curiosity. Thank you for receiving this kind of information. Geetu says you give so beautifully. Okay, so all the information that I give beautifully, thank you for receiving it beautifully. Riddhi says, is conscious manipulation a part of manifestation? I believe in actualization. Actualization is allowing your thoughts to create something greater, right? And conscious manipulation does that. Yes, conscious manipulation actualizes a greater reality for you. So please use that as a tool. How can I manipulate my good health? Okay, so how can I manipulate everything or this form of exercise to add value to my body? How can I manipulate this food to add value to my body? You can ask such questions. I've actually never put thought to that. I forgot to consciously manipulate my own health. So again, when for me, like my point of view is that I'm always falling short of time. So there are days I don't get time to work out and this and that. So I keep consciously manipulating time so that I get more time and I can create more time for my body, for my workout routine. So see what works for you. What is it that is stopping you from creating good health? First come to that. Like for me, that could be not getting time. For someone else it could be a lack of motivation. For someone else it could just be a sickness or whatever. So you have to see first of all what is that one thing that stops you from having good health, and how can you now start manipulating that. How can you start consciously manipulating your hunger pangs, your cravings? Okay, so ask all of these questions about your body. Look at what is that thing that is stopping you from creating greater. First look at that. Find that blockage. And when you find that blockage, when you're aware of that blockage, ask a question around it. Consciously manipulate that blockage. It could be a blockage of time. It could be a blockage of, okay, I'm feeling so irritated right now, I must eat an entire bowl of pasta. So allow your emotions to be, allow yourself to manipulate your emotions consciously. You can manipulate others, of course, but you can also manipulate your own self consciously. And we did not know that up till now, but now we do. So use that tool, play around with it, and see how this adds value to you, to your life, to your body, to your relationships, to your financial reality. And if there are any more questions around it, please feel free to ask me in the comments of this video, DM me, and I would love to add value to my greatest capacity. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks to all of you for the amazing questions, and I'm glad we could have this conversation. I will see you next week with the letter N, and I have no clue what I'm going to speak about, but we'll figure that out. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you. Bye.